This weekend, we're going to hear Jesus say some of the most shocking words that he says in all the gospel. He's speaking to the disciples and he says, "Whoever loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me." What? I have to love this man who, maybe I'm hearing him preach for the first time in my life. I have to love him more than I love my own mother? My mother gave me everything. Where would I be without my father? This doesn't make sense. There's only one reason why anyone would agree to do such an extraordinary and even seemingly ridiculous thing. And what is that? Because there's the offer of an even greater love. A love that surpasses even the love of mother and father and makes it possible for us to love mother and father and everyone in our life in the way that they really need and deserve to be loved. But Jesus knows what a huge risk this is and how difficult, what a struggle it entails, even a kind of a combat. That's why he goes on to say in the gospel, "Whoever does not take up his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. Whoever loses his life for my sake will find it." In other words, we have to surrender ourselves in trust to this love which is beyond all imagining, but is real, and it is coming to claim and change our life. I got a good sense of this recently by watching a wonderful short video about the life of Carthusian monks living in their Carthusian monastery. These are hermits. These are men who live a strict and very rigorous life of solitude, of silence, of penance. But it's a wondrous, beautiful, powerful life. As one monk says, reflecting on his vocation, there's always every day's combat, a combat of continual preference for Jesus. We're always inclined to be lazy, to be careless, to think about the past, of what we could have done in the world. This combat consists in preferring to all those things our relationship with Jesus, which can only be lived here and now. That's what Jesus is asking us to do, to jump into this combat of continual preference for him. The Carthusian statutes, they say, the monk, having been led by the Holy Spirit into the depths of his own soul, is now ready not only to serve God, but even to cleave to him in love. And I don't know about you, but that's what I want to do with Jesus. I don't want to just serve him. I want to cleave to him in love. But that's not possible unless I enter into this combat and make my preference for Jesus every day, moment by moment. As another monk says, it's a very beautiful, exciting, and demanding life, but you cannot have one without the other. Let's take up the fray, jump into the fray, get into the combat, and make our preference for Jesus. For this love will change all things.